Question everything. So I guess as of right now, when it comes to eating here in America and working and taking care of your finances here in America, as citizens of America, Aboriginal Negroes, y'all gave that all up. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the colonizers know exactly what they're doing. They want cheap labor. Y'all going to school as Aboriginal Negroes here in America, going to college and so on, and coming out and wanting to take over these careers and occupations, but they don't want to pay y'all. They don't want to empower you, restructuralize you into a healthy environment for your nation of people. So they bringing in a new nation of people, illegal immigrants, and empowering them over you and giving them the jobs at lower wages, undercutting you, taking that economic floor that you already don't have right completely from you. This is systematically done on purpose. And notice how the colonizers is not in the outrage and the uproar of all these illegal immigrants coming in and doing and getting all these benefits. See, when they portray that you and I is getting all the benefits, then everybody's in an uproar. They want to cut funding and stop this and stop that, Jim Crow law you, red line you, lynch you, do all sorts of stuff to you when they believe you're the one getting the actual benefits. But look it, no one's mad with the thousands of hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants coming in getting benefits that taxpayer dollars are paying from the colonizers. They're not mad. They're not out on the streets with boots on the ground doing anything about it. They ain't protesting or nothing. But for you, oh yeah, let it be you getting anything. Let it be you talking about reparations. Oh, you get all sorts of colonizers coming out hating you. But this is to circumvent you out of your own communities and out of the opportunities that's supposed to be there for citizens of America, and they're splicing them and giving them to the illegal immigrants. Hey, it ain't the immigrants' fault. They just trying to eat. It's your government that's doing this. Your appointed representative, Lori Lightfoot, and all those people that was telling you it's sanctuary cities all over the place. We're here to protect the other people, not our people. Because that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they're doing. They threw your babies under the bus, Aboriginal Niggros of America. Your babies done got kicked to the curb. They don't care about your babies. But do you? Because at the end of the day, oh, this is going to cause mad conflict. Why? Because you're competing with hundreds of thousands of people being flooded into your communities, into the country, that's getting benefits over you. Well, Joe Biden said, oh, we got $43 billion in grants sent to Chicago for illegal immigrants. Oh, they ain't saying for you. They can't do, remember what Kamala Harris said, oh, I can't do nothing just for black people. But they can do something for everybody else but you. What do that tell you about this country? What do that tell you about these people that's running these actual houses? These so-called representatives, what are they telling you? Oh yeah, that they still got anti-black hatred for you. And what are your so-called wealthy and rich entertainers are telling you by not actually speaking on their platforms about helping our people? Oh, they telling you they no different from the Django movie Samuel Jackson and the part he played in. Exactly, they telling you these things. See, they don't have to say it with words. It's done by the movement, by what's going on. You can see it. They done taught us to like the House brothers and sisters, and the House brothers and sisters ain't never like the Field brothers and sisters. Ain't never really was for their nation. Because the House brothers and sisters was always what? The minority to the majority. And the Field brothers and sisters are the majority. We are the majority of the people of our nation that's being crushed and struggling in this country that can't get nothing. While we idolize and worshiping the 10%, the 1%. 1% of us that got the wealth that is used to manipulate our minds to think, make us think that we can have this so-called dream really as a nightmare of America. And then the other what, 9% is really the basis of what? The people that they got to let slip through the cracks to be able to have some sort of middle class illusion that we all can be a part of it. And that's all you see. So you see 10% of us doing well and 80% of us is getting mass incarcerated. 80% of us is living in slums, ghettos, and hoods. 80% of us can't afford the bills that we have. Can't afford the cost of living. 80% of us sitting around at food pantries and stuff that's getting flooded right now by the illegal immigrants. So now you can't even go to the food pantry to get whatever scraps and outdated and old food that they're going to give you there anyways. Let's just be real. It is what it is, right? So with that, just be aware that this is a push you to the side. You don't believe? I mean, you don't think there's any truth to this? Then just look up some of the brothers and sisters that got the numbers on this, like Dr. Claude Anderson, our beautiful brother that speaks on this all the time when it comes to our economics and how we haven't moved in 100 years. This is just the reality to it. This is our real circumstance without getting reparations. This is why our people need our justice that they owe us. We don't owe them nothing, not a dime. We didn't come to the country and do this to ourselves. We've been here in this country, on our land, and they came and did this to us. Put us in this position. And now we running around here talking about we African Americans. No, we Aboriginal Americans. That's what we are. We the real Americans, the real true Indians of America that have been declassified and circumvented and paper genocide out of their own reality. Literally. Remember, you couldn't even look the colonizer in the eye. You might end up lynched in the backyard. So you can imagine how you can just crush a whole people in that circumstance. How you can't no longer speak your language, address or utilize the culture that you was actually truly from, because they made laws for you to not be able to do that. Why? It was to stop you from knowing that you on your own land and that you're the true landlords of America, so that way they can continue to do what they're doing right now as we speak. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. A straight whole land grab, snatched from up under your feet. Got you running around in circles and stuff, calling yourself all sorts of stuff. African American, Afro American, colored, savage, black, you name it. Anything that they can get you to not be yourself. That's the reality to it. And in turn, now you're being circumvented with thousands, hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants. And what are you going to do about it? How are you going to feed your family when you got a racist system that never wanted to hire you in the first place? Got a racist system that never wanted to see you empowered or in business for yourself in the first place. How are you going to feed yourself? Remember, they didn't do the race riots, hundreds of them, throughout years, burning down your communities and burning down your businesses because they want to see you do better. Because they want to give you a handout or give you benefits or give you bank loans to open up small businesses. They didn't burn you all out and destroy all your businesses and destroy everything that you was doing and put lakes and rivers over your communities because they want to actually come back and help you. You must get that in your head. You must understand what's going on. You must understand why your people are struggling and why they're in the positions that they're in, sitting in ghetto hoods and slums. Why they out there on the street corners selling drugs, surviving by all means necessary on a survival approach. Just like Senator Jessica Ramos said, we're just trying to survive, right? But in turn, it's called crime when we're trying to survive. Not to mention it wasn't crime when the CIA and the FBI did what they did when it comes to trying to get rid of the Black Panthers and destroy our community with this biological war weapon that they put in our community that we now know and understand what it is when it's called to be drugs and crack cocaine and many other different things. They didn't abolish those organizations, did they? No, they came to your communities and put a war on drugs on you. And in turn, took our men out the home and locked them up to the fullest of the law, destabilizing our households, destabilizing our communities, and destabilizing our strength when it comes to raising our babies.